I am Trish Ann, and this is a beginner's yoga class. A beginner's class is relative, of course, to a lot of different levels. You can be a brand spanking new yogi coming to the mat for the first time, or you can still consider yourself a beginner after a year or two. It depends on how you define where you're at. And maybe you practiced for 3 or 4 years and you're just coming back to it. Or maybe you're not a beginner, but you're looking for a class that is an in-between some of your more intense classes. So this is a great class for all of those. I'm going to turn the music down because it's a little loud. So tonight's class is going to be a welcome the light back flow. It's the welcome the light is part of why I decided to set the intention to welcome the light, is because hopefully we have turned the corner with all the things that we had to deal with. And sorry. Deep breath. A lot of loss. And hopefully we are on the other side of that. And so hence, welcome the light. It's going to be a little bit of a flow. Everything's going to be kind of slow and easy, but we will have a lot of flow. Just to keep the energy going and to keep welcoming. And so we're not going to do as many stops and starts as we do sometimes in my classes. So we're going to flow. It's going to get challenging at a couple of points, but I think that you'll be fine. If you decide that we're in the middle of something and it's just too much for you and you're brand new to yoga, I just want to show you now, because I don't think I planned a child's pose tonight. So if, let's say you're up in downward facing dog and you feel like you've been here too long, open the knees wide, press the hips back towards the heels, bring the arms forward and just rest your head. If you need to take a block or blanket to put your head on, that's fine. And take a couple of breaths. Deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. Do it 2 or 3 times. And then come back up and join us where we're at on the video. So to welcome the light, I'm gonna ask you to open your heart. So we're gonna start a little bit different tonight than I do a lot. I've done this class before. I've done the welcome the light when we welcomed the change of the season with the long day, solstice. The change, and so I've done this class and I've done this with the opening, but before we start, I just want to point out that if you have blocks, grab them, use them. Props are fabulous. And if you have a blanket, grab it. If you don't have a yoga blanket, this is my first yoga blanket after 7 years, and this is my first bolster. It took me 6 years to purchase my own. I don't know why, but once I got them, I love them. I love my bolster, having my bolster at home instead of using a pillow. So what I was using was a rolled up, really thick beach towel. So if you have that, grab that, because that'll work. You can sit on top of that. For what we're going to do tonight to open, if you don't have anything handy right here, maybe you can run and get it while I'm talking. But this is a pillow off of my couch. It's really firm, and so you could use this. I'm going to show you how to use it instead of a bolster, because most people don't, when they're beginners, they don't have these tools. You can buy them pretty inexpensively. The blocks, I've had these blocks for years. I did buy blocks, and I don't know what I paid for them, $15 for the pair maybe. And I'd like to have a pair of cork, and eventually I'll pry the money out of my hand to get myself some. But Waynesville Yoga Center is having this tremendous sale on props because we're going to be opening partly, slowly, a little bit at a time, but people are going to have to bring their own props when that happens. And we have a plethora of props. We have a great prop selection, but we're not going to use them to start. So you'll have to bring your own. So I would take advantage. I plan to take advantage of the sale that's going on and get myself another bolster, and I'll probably get myself another set of blocks and another blanket because the sale is just crazy. So go online at Waynesville Yoga Center if you think you might want to get something, and see about getting something there if you think you're going to continue yoga, which I hope you do because it will change your life. So if you've gotten your props, get yourself set up. It's actually better if you set your mat at an angle to your screen, whatever you're looking at, because if you set it straight on, it's a little bit challenging to see me sometimes because of what we're doing. So set it at an angle, just a little bit, catty diagonal, and it'll be easier for you to just kind of turn your head to peek at me when you need to. Let's see. So we're going to start in a modified fish. Now, fish pose, I'm going to show you well, I don't even do it very good because I had a bad car crash years ago and tore my neck and muscles up in my shoulders, and so I have neck problems. The supported fish is down, and then you lift your whole back up, and then you turn your head, and most yogis can turn their head even further. Their neck will turn a little bit further. For me, that's a challenge, and I don't stay in that position. I can get into it, but I'm not going to stay in it. Plus, with my sinuses and my allergies, my inner ears go crazy when I do that. So if that happens to you, don't be surprised. So what we're going to do, because I love this pose, I love the supported fish. You're going to grab a pillow or a bolster, but I'm going to show you on a pillow first, and then I'll show you on a bolster. And I'm going to actually take this off. It's getting warm in here. I have the little space heater on. So you're going to push the pillow back, and you're going to make sure that you've got enough room to be on your mat. So your legs are going to stretch out. You're going to bring the pillow up towards your bum. Now, if you've got blocks, put them back here. If you've got your blanket, which I highly encourage you to do. Oh, sorry. I have to let my cat in. I don't know how he got out, but he can't stay out. Sorry. The joys of, come on in, buddy. Hurry up. Come on, we're busy. I am so sorry. This is Blackheart. This is my baby. So anyway, if you've got a blanket or a towel, put it at the back here because you're going to want to put your head up under here. Put it up under your head. So you're going to pull your pillow to your bum, and then you're going to roll back, and you're going to open your heart. And if this is comfortable for you to leave your head hang like this, you can leave your head hang like this. If it's not comfortable for you to leave your head hang, you can bring your blanket. You can use your cat. You can put your block up underneath so that there's a little bit of support there. I find that that's a little too much because I like the stretch, because you're stretching when your head is hanging, you're stretching the whole front part of your body with this heart opener. So it's a little bit better to maybe use, well, as you can see, I have to share. So roll your towel up and just kind of, then you can adjust the height, how much support you're getting under your head. Then you're going to open your arms wide. Let the arms just completely open and feel the heart expand. Feel the rib cage expand. I want you to relax your legs. Let your feet drop open just like you're in Shavasana. If that's uncomfortable on the lower back, you can lift your one leg up so that your knee is up, your sole of your foot is on your mat, or you can lift both up. And you can kind of play around with where you put your feet. You can move them in all the way if that feels better. You can move them out. The whole idea is to open the heart. It's not about the lower back, although you do get a nice, oops, sorry, it's just one of those days. You get a nice stretch if you let the legs lay. You actually get a stretch all the way up the psoas and all the way up the torso. It's not an intense stretch, but lying there long enough, you're getting a stretch. Hey, buddy, look out. So now I get my blanket back. So you can just, anyway, you get the idea about the whole blanket thing. So you're going to open the arms up wide, and whatever it is you need to do with your feet, then you're going to do that. So you can do that on a couch pillow. It needs to be a firm pillow, though. Here, buddy, you want to lay on that? You can lay on that over there. Or your bolster. If you've got a bolster, I'm just going to show you real quick, because I'm going to sit up while you do this, and I'm going to talk a little bit. So if you've got a bolster, pull it up to the hip, roll your whole back, just lay back, and you can, the other thing that you can do with your feet is you can put the soles of your feet together, and you can open your feet into butterfly. This is not as comfortable if your pillow is low. My bolster is actually a little bit higher, not much, but it's enough higher that it makes this more comfortable. So play around with it and find a place that you can get into this pose and be comfortable for a few minutes. So whatever it is you want to do, and if you've got a bolster long enough, then your head is not going to hang over. If you'd like for your head to hang over, you can certainly move the body down, and then the head can dangle a little bit. And then the arms are open, of course. And then getting into this position, take a deep breath in, as deep as you can, with your rib cage open as wide as it is. And exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Take another deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And then come back to normal breathing. But I want you to focus on your breath for a few minutes. Not a few minutes, for 3 or 4 rounds of inhale and exhale. Just pay attention to it. Imagine that you can see your breath coming in. And imagine you can see it traveling down the body as you inhale very deeply. And imagine that you can see it as you relax and let it go. Just let it come out naturally. Do that a couple of times. Come into the room that you're in, onto the mat, onto your bolster or your couch pillow, whatever it is that's supporting you. Let that support you. And leave everything outside of the building that you're in. Leave everything outside of the room that you're in. Come fully into that room. Focus on your breath, on your inhale and your exhale, and nothing else. And then maybe as you're inhaling and exhaling, you can start focusing on relaxing different parts of the body as you exhale. The crown of the head, the muscles around the eyes, the muscles around the mouth, let them go as you exhale. Relax the shoulders back into the supported pillow or bolster, whatever it is that you're on. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Another inhale in and exhale. Take another breath in and exhale. Now, when you're ready, you're going to gently roll over to your side to come off of your bolster. And I should have done that, and I didn't, but roll over onto your side to come off it because you've been there for a little while. And after you've rolled over onto your side and off of the bolster, eventually gently make your way up to seated. Keeping the eyes softly closed. Take a deep breath in. Pull the shoulders up as you inhale, and then slowly, gently roll the shoulders down as you exhale. And just come to seated for a few breaths, for a couple of breaths. Inhale and exhale, normal breathing in, exhale, keeping the eyes closed, blocking everything out that's in the room, that's outside of the room, still internalizing who you are, where you are at this point in time. Maybe think about the intention of opening your heart, of welcoming the light, of welcoming the dawning of a new, clean, healthy world at large. Take a deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. Inhale in, open the eyes, reach the arms out far and wide, palms together at the top, maybe gazing up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale in, arms come up again. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. I'm going to turn this down just a smidge. Take a deep breath in. The arms come up all the way to the top, palms together. And on the exhale, you're going to bring the right hand out. Just make a tent with your fingers, tap over to the right, and then exhale back out. Exhale, and then inhale back up. And exhale over to the other side. Tent the fingers, just lightly touch over, and then inhale back up. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a deep breath in, the arms come up halfway. Palms turn towards the floor. Exhale, bring the right hand over to the left knee. And bring the left arm and hand all the way around to the right side. And if this is a little much on your shoulders, you can tent your fingers, place your hand right behind your bum, whatever you're sitting up on, whether it be a bolster or block, or you're just seated on the mat. Lifting the rib cage, lifting the spine nice and tall, the crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Exhale here. Take another breath in here and exhale. Inhale, arms come up halfway. Exhale over to the other side. Left hand to the right knee. Same thing with the other hand. You can either tent it and pull the rib cage up, pressing into the fingertips in the back, or you can bring that hand and wrap it around the waist, but at the same time, lift the rib cage, lift the spine so that it's straight as you're in this twist. Take a breath in here and exhale here. Inhale in, rotating to the front. The arms come all the way up, palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Now, I think I forgot to mention, I do this so much, but I'm changing my routine, so I might have forgot that you can be sitting up on a bolster, sitting on a block, or sitting on your blanket or your towel rolled up, just a little bit of elevation to the hips. You can sit forward so that the weight is on your shins. You can sit back on your bolster, put a block up underneath your knees if you need to, so that it's a little more comfortable. I'm sorry, I should have said this right at the beginning, but had so many things I was trying to get in there, and then my cat came in. So we're not finished here. So however it is you decide that you're going to do this, Take a deep breath in, arms come up, palms together, and then on the exhale, release that right hand again. Plant the hand firmly over to the right. So you're gonna bend that elbow a little bit so you can stretch a little more. Make sure that you're pressing this left hip down. It's gonna wanna pop up, so you're gonna have to consciously push down on that left hip as you bend the elbow and reach out over to the right. Your fingertips are reaching towards the corner, reaching towards where the wall meets the ceiling. Take a deep breath in here and exhale here. Inhale, back up, and exhale over to the other side. Same thing. Plant that hand firmly, bend the elbow, reach on your exhale to the corner, pressing the right hip down, and then take another breath in here and exhale here. Maybe your gaze is up, maybe your gaze is down at your left hand, whatever's comfortable for you. This is your practice. Inhale, back up. Exhale over to the right again. Same thing. Plant the hand, bend the elbow. Exhale, reach over to the wall. Now, this time on the inhale, you're going to pull the left shoulder back. You're going to pull the left thumb back. Roll the rib cage open. Heart radiates, opens wide up towards the heavens. Take a breath in here and exhale here. Inhale in. On the exhale, roll back over. Inhale, back up, and exhale over to the other side. Plant that hand, bend the elbow, reaching to the corner of the wall and the ceiling, pressing the right hip down. Take an inhale in, pulling that right thumb back, pulling the right shoulder back. Heart radiates up towards the heaven as the rib cage rolls open. Take a breath in here and exhale here. Inhale in, exhale, roll back over. Inhale, palms meet at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, nod the head forward, but keeping the shoulders pulled back as you nod the head forward. So don't let the shoulders round and come forward with the chin. So you're gonna pull the shoulders back, let the chin come forward. The crown of the head drops a little bit forward. Inhale in, and on the exhale, see if you can reach a little bit closer to the chest with the chin. Feel the stretch across the back of the shoulders and down the spine. No, buddy, I'm busy. Take a deep breath in. Exhale here. Inhale, bring the gaze up. Exhale, turn the head to the right. Inhale to the front, and exhale, turn the gaze to the left. Inhale in, bringing the gaze back to the front, and exhale, release the hands. So we're going to come into tabletop. So clear everything off the mat. Oh, sorry. Clear everything off the mat. I'm not sure why this happened, but my thing went off. Just trying to figure out why it sounded different. Hey, buddy, we're in the middle of a yoga class here. So, coming into tabletop. A lot of distractions today. Usually I don't have this many. I don't know. Coming into tabletop yet again. Coming into tabletop, we're going to plant our hands firmly down. So you want your hands to be really wide apart. The fingers are wide apart because you're going to press into all three corners of the palms of the hands. You're going to press into your knuckles into the mat, press into the pad. So you want your hands to fully make contact with this mat. And as you push in, you're going to push away from the body, lifting. That's going to take some of the pressure off of your wrists. It's also going to help you build strength in the shoulders and the arms and hands. So your knees are hip width apart. Your hands should be planted underneath the shoulders. So we're going to move into cat-cow, and then we're going to move into core balance. But first, we're going to go into cat-cow. So take a deep breath in. On the inhale, roll the pelvic floor up. The crown of the head comes up. Your face is forward into cow pose. Exhale, pull the belly in, crown of the head comes down, chin towards the chest, arching the back into cat pose. Inhale up, pelvic floor rocks up, crown of the head comes up, face forward, pressing into all four corners of the palms of the hands. Pressing away from the mat, the contact with the mat. Exhale, pull the belly in, chin to chest, arch the back into cat pose. Inhale in. Crown of the head up, face forward. And then one more time, exhale, pull the belly in, reaching with the chin towards the chest. Take a breath in here, and exhale, come back to neutral, into tabletop. Now we're going to move into the core balance. And with the core balance, that's what it does. It strengthens the core when you do this practice, this flow. And we're starting to build on our flow, but we're going slow. And it also helps you to practice your balance. So you don't have to be standing up to practice balance. You can do it in a lot of different forms. I am going to have to move my cap off of here. Buddy, I have to use my mat, move. Okay. So you're going to reach the right hand out, but leave the fingertips down at first. Stretch the left leg out. The toes are going to curl under and press them against the mat. You're going to gently rock back and forth. We're stretching out the calves. We're also giving our knees a break because we've been seated, and this kind of helps to like limber everything up. Take a deep breath in. Look out, buddy. No, buddy. Go. Take a deep breath in, and on the inhale, you're going to lift the arm, lift the leg, flex the foot. Exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, arching the back. Inhale up, arm reaches forward, foot is flexed, leg is lifted. Now, if this is hard on you for any reason, your shoulder, whatever, you can keep that hand down and just do the leg. Exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, or just bring the knee in if your hand is down. Inhale in, lifting the arm and lifting the leg. Exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, or just bring the leg in. Inhale up, flex the foot. Exhale, bring the elbow to the knee. Arch the back. Take a breath in here. And exhale, release the hand and the knee to the mat. Other side. So you're going to reach out with the left fingertips, keeping them on the mat. Stretch the right leg out. Curl the toes under. Gently rock back and forth. Feel the stretch down the calf. Take a deep breath in here. On the inhale, lift the leg and lift the arm. Flex the foot. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale up. And exhale, release everything back to the mat. Setting up for downward facing dog. So you want to move the hands, one handprint forward. You can come up into downward facing dog one leg at a time. You can just lift one and then the other. Or if you're willing to challenge yourself, you're going to pull forward into a plank. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. And then pedal it out. How does this feel? It's your first downward facing dog. So you're going to bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. And just move back and forth. Bending the knees generously and then lifting the hips. Come to a place of stillness and lift the hips high. Let the head hang loosely here. Take a deep breath in. Inhale in one more time and exhale. Bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat, and slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands in a forward fold. Exhale. This is a good time to grab the blocks. If you have blocks, you certainly don't have to have them to do this. We're going to do an inhale and halfway lift. Now to do an inhale halfway lift, you can use your blocks, press your hands against it.
You can press your hands against your thighs, which I actually end up doing a lot instead of keeping my hands on the mat, or on your thighs or on your shins. So on that inhale, you're going to halfway lift. So you're lifting the upper part of your body. It's as if someone has a string attached to your heart and they're leading you up through the heart. Press the shoulders back and down once you get up, and that gives you your flat back. Now your head is going to come up automatically. Just relax the neck so that it aligns with the spine once you get in place. Take a deep breath in here and exhale, fold. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to come into mountain pose. Mountain pose is very simple. Open our hands wide. The arms are extended out. They're not relaxed. This is an active pose, so everything is active. You want your feet pretty close together. They're not hip width apart. They don't have to be touching, but whatever's comfortable for you. So lift the toes up a little bit, move the feet around. Find your center of balance here. And then think about lifting everything up. The crown of the head is going to pull towards the heavens as you open the hands to receive the energy, the light. Welcome the light back. Welcome the health back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Now you should feel the weight, your weight, centered over your heels. So it's not over the center of the feet. It's pressing back a little bit and over the heels. Take a deep breath in. This time exhale through the nose. One more time. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale in, the arms come up. On the exhale, you're going to soften your knees and you're going to twist, bringing the right hand forward, the left hand back, and twist your head, your gaze is going to look to the left. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. As you exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. Look back towards the left fingertips. Inhale in, arms come up. You can straighten the legs. Exhale, twist to the other side. So you're going to pull the right hand back, the left hand forward. I'm actually going to turn this way so you can see my twist. And I'm looking back towards my right fingertips. Take another breath in. Exhale. See if you can more fully get into this twist, looking to the back. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, arms come up, legs straighten, and exhale, hands to heart. Coming to the top of your mat, take a deep breath in, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart. The heart comes down, the crown of the head comes down very last. Fingertips come down either to the mat or to your block. They can rest on your shins. If you're still struggling and your hips are a little bit tight and you're not forward as much as you'd like to be, and you're honoring your body and what your body is saying it can do, you can always rest your hands on your knees. The idea is to tuck the chin though, and see if you can get your torso a little bit closer to the tops of your thighs. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, pull forward a little bit more, lifting the hips a little bit higher, maybe opening the feet up a little bit if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. So you're going to pull forward, leading with the heart, and then press the shoulders back and down, flattening the back, and then realign the neck so that the neck aligns with the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to flow. Inhale in, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart. Plant the hands, stepping back into plank, either high plank or low plank. You can come down onto your knees, and we're flowing down to come all the way down to the mat, or you can stay up in plank, pull forward. Either way, come all the way down. Forehead kisses the mat. Move your props out of the way. Inhale up. And on your inhale up into baby cobra, you're just gonna lift the upper part of the body. The upper part of your chest is gonna come off the mat. Keep the chin tucked. Don't lead with the chin. So as you come up, you're not pulling your head up. You're keeping the neck in alignment with the spine, and you're just pulling up. Exhale, come all the way back down. Inhale, back up into plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Bend one knee, then the other. Lift the hips a little bit higher. Maybe bend the knees a little bit more to get the hips to lift a little bit. Take a deep breath in here and exhale through the mouth. Bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat, and slowly walk to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. See if this forward fold doesn't feel a little bit different than the first one. You should feel a little more loose. Inhale, halfway lift, pulling up with the heart. And on the exhale, pull the shoulders back and down, flattening the back. Take another breath in here. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive all the way up, palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Take a deep breath in, the arms come up overhead, clasp the fingers, pointer finger comes all the way up, stretching, pulling, lifting the rib cage all the way up. On the exhale, tilt over to the right. It's as if you're between two pieces of glass. Inhale, back up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale up, exhale over to the right, strengthening the torso and working on your balance. Inhale up, exhale over to the left. Take a deep breath in here and exhale, hands to heart, coming back to the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in, arms come up overhead, exhale, fold. Plant the hands. We're going to step back the right leg, lower the right knee into a lunge, a low lunge. Take a breath in and take your time getting up into lifting to rising up. You're going to keep the knee down, but you're going to rise up. So whatever it takes for you to pull up, because this is working on your balance and your strength. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and bring the hands back down. Plant the right hand and open up the left on the exhale. Inhale in here and exhale here. Deep breath in and exhale, release. Lift that back knee and step the right foot up to meet the left. Take a deep breath in here and exhale, fold. Now step back with the left foot. The left knee comes down. Take your time. We're going to come up into a low lunge. Take a breath in. Rise up on the exhale. Another breath in here and exhale. Sink into your low lunge. Inhale in. Exhale. Release the hands. Plant that left hand. Exhale. Open the right all the way up. Practicing balance and building strength. Take a breath in here, exhale, release all the way back down. Lift that back knee and step the left foot forward to meet the right. Take a deep breath in, lift halfway, and exhale, fold. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive all the way up, palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Take a deep breath in, arms come up overhead. This time, we're going to open the left hand and the left foot into goddess pose. So on the exhale, reaching out with the left hand and the left foot comes out, and then you're going to scoot that right foot open so that your toes are pointing towards the corners of the mat. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, cactus arms and bend into goddess. Take a breath in here and exhale here. Inhale up. And exhale, release down into goddess. Inhale up. And exhale, release. These are all heart openers. We're welcoming the light, opening our heart to change. Inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart. The toes are going to come forward towards the long edge of the mat. We're going to do a wide-legged fold and then a twist. So bring the hands to the hips. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, fold halfway. So you're folding from the hips. You're just folding halfway down. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my flat back, which is ultimately what we're working on. So I'm folding forward. Take a deep breath in here. Open the arms and see if you can fold a little bit more with a flat back. Inhale in. On the exhale, release all the way down. So move your feet apart if you need to. Let the head hang loose. Gently shake the head no and nod the head yes. See if this forward fold doesn't feel a little bit different than that forward fold with the feet together. So we're going to do an inhale halfway lift. So if you have a block, you can grab your block and do it. You can use your shins, even with a wide-legged fold, to do your halfway lift. Or you can just keep your fingertips on the mat. Maybe your arms are a little bit longer, and that's something that you can do. Regardless, inhale, halfway lift. So we're coming up halfway. Press the shoulders down and back. Pull the shoulders down there. Have a tendency to want to creep up towards our ears, and then you can't get that flat back. Align the neck with the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Plant that right hand. Now, if you have a block, use the block if you need to or want to. I like to do these with a block just because it's not that I can do it on the mat, but I get a deeper twist when I use a block. So I like to use a block because I like my twist. Plant the right hand. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, lift that left arm open all the way up. Take a deep breath in here and exhale here. Inhale in again and release. Plant the left hand, same thing. Take a deep breath in, exhale, open up to the right. Now you can bring the arm all the way up. You can also let the arm rest across the back. This isn't about our arms, it's about our twists. Take a breath in here and exhale here, pulling that right shoulder back a little bit. See if you can get deeper into the twist. Inhale in, exhale, release all the way back down to the mat. Walk the knees in so that your feet are hip width apart. Bend the knees generously, and you're going to ragdoll, pulling all the way up. So let the arms hang loose. Tuck the head so that the chin is tucked, and you're ever so slowly going to work your way up. Bend the knees a little bit and see how slow and how much time you can take to come all the way up. Take a deep breath in, arms come up overhead, palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale in, arms up overhead, exhale, swan dive forward, leading with the heart, the head comes down last. Plant the hands, you're gonna step back into plank, your version, and exhale into downward facing dog. Put the weight in the left foot, and then on the inhale, lift the right foot all the way up into three-legged dog. Bend the knee, and then pull the right heel back towards the bum so that you can open that hip. Take an inhale in, roll the hip back open, exhale, release that right foot. Now press your weight into the right foot. Inhale in, lift the left leg. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Pull that left hip back towards the bum, the right side, and then you'll open that hip too. Inhale in, roll the hip over, exhale, release. Bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat, and slowly walk towards the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Pressing the shoulders back, exhale, fold. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. And exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands. Stepping back into your version of plank, high plank or low plank. Pull forward and lower all the way down. Inhale, lift into high cobra. Now, if this is pinching in the back, you can stay in low cobra or baby cobra. Listen to your body, honor your body. But if you're good with this, you can push all the way up. It's a great way to get a back bend. You can kind of look back to the left, look back to the right. Take a deep breath in and exhale here. Inhale in, exhale, lower all the way back down. Inhale up into plank, exhale into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat, and slowly walk towards the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up, palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up, exhale, fold forward, leading with the heart. Plant the hands, stepping back into high plank or low plank, pulling forward, lower all the way down. Inhale up into high cobra, and exhale all the way back down. Inhale up into plank, and exhale into downward facing dog. Now coming forward onto the knees, into tabletop, then swing the legs around to the front so that the legs are out in front of you. And we're going to sit Dandasana, a straight-legged fold. And this is not always easy for everyone. Just a reminder that some of the most simple and basic poses in yoga can actually be a challenge, depending on how your body is made and how your spine is put together and how the length of your limbs. So give yourself a break, and if things are a challenge for you, give yourself time. You may not ever be able to do some of the things that you would like to do in yoga. There are lots of things I can't do that I wish that I could. Anyway, take a deep breath in. The arms come up overhead, and exhale. You're going to pull forward, keeping the spine straight, and you're just going to bring your hands somewhere down on your shins or even your thighs. You're going to sit nice and tall. This is a great stretch all the way down the hips. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. Take another breath in and exhale, relax. Now we're going to do a supported side plank. And this is a little bit beyond beginners, but we're going to go into it really slow and easy. It's a great way to build strength and to build balance. But when you build enough strength that you can flow in and out of this pose, it's really a lot of fun. But so to start, we're going to bring I'm going to do the first one with my back to you. So you're going to bring your right foot in somewhere in the top of the thigh, because you're probably going to scoot around a little bit to go in and out of this, so it's not precise. The right hand is going to go behind the right hip, but wherever that is, because you're going to probably have to move your hand too. So I'm going to reach forward with the right hand, left hand, and then on the inhale, I'm going to roll this hip up. I'm going to roll onto my right hip, and then I'm going to rise up, lifting myself up. I'm not lifting myself with my hands. I'm lifting myself with my legs, my torso, my bum. Take a deep breath in here, and now you're in a supported side angle. You can leave the arm down if you need to. Take a breath in. On the exhale, you're going to come down the same way you came up. So the left arm is first going to come forward and then swoop around to the front. After you practice it a couple of times, it's kind of tricky to get all this going. It's like choreography. But once you get it all lined up, it's kind of fun to do. It's a different kind of flow. So bring the left foot in, the left hand behind the left bum. The right arm is going to reach forward. Inhale in, I'm going to push myself up onto my left hip. And as I do that, I'm going to swoop my arm across the front and then rise up by lifting up with my legs and my hips supporting me. Take a breath in here and exhale here. One more deep breath in, exhale, come down the same way. All the way down. Bring the heels in, butterfly. So the soles of the feet, the heels, the soles, are going to come together. If you need to push them up, out a little bit, if it's a little uncomfortable having them so close in, for me it is because my hips are always so tight, no matter what I do. And part of that is structure. It's the bone structure. It's how your bones fit into each other. That is part of what limits us. And no matter how much we practice, no matter what we do, we'll never be able to change some of the ways that our bodies serve us. So the idea is to do what you can and give yourself grace, but never give up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, pull forward. Take another breath in. And exhale a little bit further. You can round off this time, round off the back. Inhale, coming back up to seated, and exhale. Bring the legs out front. We're going to do a twist on the floor. So if you have your blanket or you have your pillow from the couch that you did the fish with, grab those. And I'm going to show you on this side first. And you can do this without a pillow or without any prop. You can also use a block to put your foot up under. I know I did that for a long time when I didn't have a bolster. And then I graduated to a towel, and then I graduated to a bolster. But we're going to come down all the way down on our backs. And before we do anything else, I want you to pull your knees in towards your chest, but don't pull in with your hands. Let the weight of your body do the work here. So you're going to pull your knees in and then lift up underneath. And you can use your hands, press into the mat and lift, and then kind of roll around so that you can feel the small of your back make contact with that mat. The whole part of your lower part of your back pressing into that mat. It should feel really good. And then kind of roll around. You can pull the knees forward and back. Just kind of see how that feels to kind of work that out. Because we did a couple of back bends there. And then lift the legs up straight. Bring the hands to the backs of the knees and pull the legs forward. You can even move the hands up to the calves if that works for you. Feel the stretch all the way. You should feel that stretch all the way down into the hips, down to the bum, and up into the back even. Deep breath in here and exhale, release everything back down to the mat. Open the feet wide, mat width. So your feet are going to come to the edges of your mat on either side. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, drop both the knees over to the right. Let them fully drop into the mat, fully. Take another breath in here and exhale here. Feel that stretch all up and down the left side of your hip, the front part of your body, the hip across the back. Inhale, lift the knees up. Exhale, over to the left. Let the whole body sink down in. Inhale, lift back up, and exhale all the way back down. Inhale up. Now this time when we shift over to the left, you're going to straighten that left leg. Grab your blanket or your bolster, or whatever it is you're going to rest your leg on. You're going to lift the right leg. Your hip's going to come up and you're going to bring that whole leg all the way over and let it land on something. And it's going to feel like a very different stretch if your leg is resting on something versus you're straining to have the whole leg on the floor. So you want to support that part of the leg that doesn't have any, that's not going to make contact with the ground no matter what. And then open the right arm all the way wide open to the right. Take a deep breath in, all the way to the top. Hold your breath when you get to the top. And then exhale through the mouth. Relax the clenching in that left leg. Release the tension. Inhale in. Exhale, relax the hips. Let the tension go. Let your body melt into this twist. It's a massage. You're massaging your muscles. You're massaging your organs. Inhale in and exhale. Take another deep breath in here. And on the exhale, bring that right leg back over. Bring both feet to the mat. Knees are up. Switch your prop, whatever you're using, if you're using something, over to the other side. Get set up. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, drop the knees to the right. Straighten the right leg. Lift that left leg all the way up and let it land on your supportive prop, whatever that is. Open the left arm up all the way. Take a deep breath in, deep, deep breath, all the way to the top. Hold it when you get to the top. And then exhale. Release the clenching in that right leg, in the hip. Another deep breath in. And exhale, relax the muscles in the hips, the shoulders even. Relax the arm that's stretched out. Welcome the little bit of heat that you get from stretch. It's a good heat. It feels good. But there is a little bit of heat there when you stretch after at the end of the yoga class. Take another breath in, and on the exhale, relax any muscles that are clenched or tightening up. You probably know exactly where they are. Send your focus there and let them relax. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, lift that left leg up. Bringing the knees up. And then with the hands, bringing the knees in towards the chest. Lift the head so the forehead comes towards the knees. Take a breath in here. And exhale, release everything down. Getting ready for Shavasana. So find your blanket or whatever it is you need to make your Shavasana more comfortable. Please don't skip this part. This is as every bit as important as every move, every pose that we did. Let the feet fall open, relax the feet. Let the hands relax at the side. If you need something up under your knees, grab something to put under your knees. You can put a little bit of a blanket underneath your head. Get comfortable. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, release the tension in the head, around the mouth, around the eyes, the crown of the head. Inhale in. As you exhale, relax the shoulders as they fold and drop into the mat. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, feel the hips melt into the mat. The calves, the thighs, the heels, your heels of your feet, let them fully connect with the mat. Think about letting the light, welcoming the light back, letting the light fill your heart. And when the light fills your heart, you can share it with others. Coming back into your breath. Follow your inhales and your exhales as you come back into the room that you're in. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes, get everything awake. Eventually make your way over to a side and up to seated. Maybe keep the eyes closed just a little bit longer. Bringing the hands to heart. I like to share words at the end of my class, and those of you who've been to my class know, and those who are new, something I just see things that strike me and want to share it with everyone. So it's not to be preachy or anything, but tonight what I wanted to share is about control and our lack of it often. So anyway, I'll share this with you. You relax on a plane even though you don't know the pilot. You relax on a ship even though you don't know the captain. You relax on a bus even though you don't know the driver. Why don't you relax in life knowing that the universe is in control? So when I hear that, I think universe, I think God, I think the overlord, the powerful one, however you want to define, but there is something that has control, as we all know, of things.
and we don't often. We do have control over some things, but I just felt like kind of giving up to the universe is another way of welcoming in the light. We're saying it's come and bring to us what you have, and hopefully it's light and good. So anyway, thank you all for joining me in class, and take the light that you have in your heart with you. Namaste.